So it's not every day you get to hang out with someone who created some of your favorite games, but I am here with Ted Price, CEO of Insomniac Games. Ted, how are you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
It's good to have you here in the Emerald Isle, here to promote Fuse. Now, I've heard a lot of talk about Fuse. I've heard people talk about it as an action-adventure game, a third-person shooter, a load of different things. How would you describe it in your own words?
Action-adventure game, that's cool. It's definitely a 4-player cooperative game that can be played with 1, 2, or 3 or 4 players. And what we offer is some very cool co-op features that you will not find in other games. These 4 characters are completely different. They have weapons that do different things, and in many ways they're a lot like an archetype from, say, an RPG. We've got a tank, we've got a healer and a crowd control specialist, we've got a long-distance damage dealer who also has a very cool trap ability. We have an area of effects specialist who can just eradicate one side of the battlefield, who's also a stealth specialist. So these dual classes really add a lot to the strategy when you're in combat. Furthermore, you can leap back and forth between them at will. So you can try out all 4 characters whenever you want to, which really changes the rules in combat situations. Most people who played our games know that Ratchet and Clank, Resistance have crazy weapons, and we wanted to do it again, but go deep with these weapons, create weapons that were upgradable, and weapons with which you could unlock new skills for your characters, and weapons that fit together almost like the pieces of a puzzle when you use them with 3 other teammates. I think cooperative play addresses a large percentage of the population who may not want to play deathmatch. Right? If you think about competitive shooters today, most players are in there competing against each other. We wanted to build a game where you're actually working with friends to accomplish some pretty tough objectives, but that feeling when you actually succeed against a tough set of enemies, or you figure out a challenge together, is very different than the one you get when you're king of the hill and you're all experiencing that victory together. So we believe gamers in general are becoming more connected, more social, and I think there's more and more opportunity for games to take advantage of this cooperative nature that we players have started to show. What we offer in Fuse is couch co-op for offline and online. So if you want to play with a friend and play with 2 other friends who are playing couch co-op, you absolutely can. One other thing that's maybe a minor detail, but something that means a lot to many players is if you are playing with your friend in couch co-op and your friend is the one who started the game, you can log in as a separate user and save your progress. Most couch co-op games force you to log in as an anonymous or a guest user, and you can't save your progress. We wanted to change that.
Now, can I ask you one more off-topic question? I'm sure you're sick of being asked about it, but I have to ask on behalf of what I believe are my brethren, the Spyro generation. Will we ever see another Spyro game made by Insomniac? Ever? Is there any possibility? Don't break my heart.
I have no idea, frankly. I mean, let me tell you this. I think that Activision deserves a lot of credit for bringing Spyro back. I mean, what they did with Skylanders was really clever, and I think it was a giant risk, and it paid off. For us, I mean, there's always going to be a soft spot in my heart personally for Spyro and for everybody in Insomniac who worked on him.
And all of us as well.
Yeah, so we'll see.
I have my fingers crossed. Ted, thanks very much, man.
You got it. Thank you.